Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the MTG Arena Run. Today we are taking a look at, I think this might be the last special event for Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. So this is the Out of the Shadows event. Yet again, it's singleton, but this time it's a little bit of a different twist. Instead of giving you the +1/+1 in the form of just a temporary buff or a +1/+1 counter, whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, so not quite guaranteed, you have to actually connect. A random creature card in your hand perpetually gets +1/+1, and you get the benefit of you can cast creature spells as though they had flash. So there is quite an incentive to cast creature spells. So we are going for, well, let's see, what was our history? We started with white-black in the first event. We went mono-white in the second event. I guess it's kind of fair to go mono-black on the third event. So that's the direction we're headed for. Again, there's a big impetus on having a lot of creatures early on. How do you? I really wonder how do you split this up between creatures and non-creatures? Anyway, we have the usual suspects of early game advantage. The only caveat I don't like here is that our 1-2 tree is so split evenly. If I could probably load up on more 2s, but a lot of our value really comes on the 3-4 drops onwards. Also note that we are actually running a good amount of removal, including a few board wipes to reset the board. So that's a bit of things that are noteworthy for us. Also, pretty much have to play the long game here. There are no fast wins here. Well, there are fast wins if your opponent cannot keep up, but for the most part, you should be able to keep pushing. I will note cards as we go along. There are a few cards that we are missing from Alchemy because we haven't quite gotten those. Like, I noted there was a ninja that when it connects, you get a virus beetle in hand. That looks really nice, but we haven't quite gotten there yet, and I don't feel like spending wild cards for a 2 drop yet, so not quite spending that one easily. So I think the fan is too strong as usual, but we'll explore cards as we go along. We are a bit on the removal heavy side. Pretty much need to clear the board and whatnot. Also, again, it's a big disadvantage going second. You really want to go first, but we do have a nice 1-2-3 curve, and getting Kami of Morning to hit Acquisitions Expert is probably a big deal. We also have one of the few additions. We got Soul Servitude, so it is decent removal along the way. Let's see if our opponent did hit their 1-drop. Technically, we do have a 1-drop of our own. We can kind of block with Concealing Curtains. If they have removal, yeah, it is what it is. But we might be able to catch up with Mono faces Kakaza, so they deal damage to us, but no 1-drop. Yeah, we're not swinging with this one quite yet. Let's see what our opponent lands here. Oh, they don't have anything. Okay. That is interesting. I would love to hold a PWK, but this one's about to float. Yeah, let's just play the Acquisitions Expert. Let's start pairing off their hand. Let's start nuking their hand little by little. Oh, it's actually red-green. Okay. So we might be in. So depending on their 3-drop, we might be in for a World of Hurt. Reckless Storm Seeker. Now, the perpetual +1/+1 is annoying, but is it worth losing Acquisitions Expert over? I'd say no. So we actually have multiple options here. We can even flash in the Kami of Morning, but that would flip this, which is a disaster. So we probably want to snipe the Stormseeker. we're going to hold up the March of Wretched Sorrow. We might end... It's a shame that it hit Gisa. I would have rather it hit Kami. Oh wait, I should not have let it attack. Although... yeah, we're gonna... no, we give up Gisa. Target this. Yeah, so our opponent has a bunch of lightning bolts. I should have... but now that that cat's out of the bag... we won't have any red though, so it's a bit of a shame. I would still say Soul Servitude, target a player, force them to nuke the Disciple. We probably will not discard. Also because it costs 4. It's a tree drop, but yeah, we got it on Kami of Morning this time, so we can actually put it on top of our Acquisitions Expert. Let's see what our opponent's 4-drop is. I expect it to be a flyer or something. Like Price Pack Alpha. Big. Each player sacrifices a creature, so they get to seek a 4-drop. Not well. Actually, here's another thing. Kami of Morning can also target a card in the graveyard. And those Lupine Harbingers, we can take the hit. Slightly flooded. I will do the draw card, lose a life one first. Okay, pick another land. Definitely swinging with this. Now this can only be activated as a sorcery, so if you want to drop this, we can now drop it at instant speed, which is nice though. Let's see what our opponent's follow-up is. Opponent is Alana Alena, so... okay, kind of biggie. Yeah, this... so we do... it's a shame... I think... target a creature card in our graveyard. We are targeting that. It's a shame that we can't block with this one, so we might as well just take the hit. Okay, that's actually quite good. So we can go hunt for specimens. Get Necrotic Fumes. Necrotic Fumes for Lupine Harbingers. And now we get to heal up Enrica. Transform, sorry. We could swing with everything, but let's preserve our life total. Let's try to preserve our life total by presenting a threat. Now that our opponent's down to just 2 cards now. The Zandu Mammoth. Maybe you should have played that land later. Okay, it does have haste, but no trample. So we could actually just block with Concealing Curtains at this rate. Yeah, sure it has Menace, but it kind of did its job already. Oh, Puppet Razor's a nice one too. We can actually wheel a lot of stuff here. So let's go to combat. Gaining some life back. I would love to just replay this, but we will end. No, let's just get our 4/5. Because we need to start like say recycling the Concealed Curtains. Give us another 2-drop. And even if we take an X amount of damage from this, we should be fine. No, we kind of have to do a count. The important thing is that we are getting we are getting a drop with menace. And oh, hobbling zombie. Oh, that. Oh, I don't think our opponent knows what we got. So let's see what. So opponent can activate Lair of the Hydra and stack counters on it. They might be going for removal on Enrica, which kind of makes sense, although they... Let's see. Gather Skull Smashing. Okay, going for the expensive removal. It actually gets that back. We don't get to nuke the card, but it's fine. Also note that it's just haste. And this is where it shines. And yeah, opponent concedes right there. Writing definitely on the wall. I actually left the hobbling zombie there. A few death touch creatures, a few lifelink creatures. I think I forgot to add one creature. Let's see if I can still edit the deck list. There is one creature that definitely should be on there. Yeah, Nighthawk Scavenger definitely should be in here. So probably I might just cut the Sanguine Brushstroke. Although the Blood Artist does a real good job, the Blood Token's not so much. Yeah, I guess we can cut the Sanguine Brushstroke. So we'll see if how that change pans out. I can just use my imagination to see how often it's relevant. It is relevant a few times when we go for really long-term aggro, but I do think Nighthawk Scavenger is a lot more annoying to deal with, so probably a lot better to have. So, yeah, I won't. Yeah, I cut out the as much as I love Nashi Moonsage, probably. Well, actually, there is another possible cut. We can probably Predatory Sludge can also be a possible cut. It does provide a lot of creature advantage over time. So we do get to, unless they have haste, we do get to go Shambling Gas, Elderfang Disciple, Acquisitions Expert. So we have a plan here. We're definitely keeping this. If only because we have a way to nuke their hand. They definitely have a one. Oh no, they did not. Okay. We do have a good follow-up in Soul Shatter. They clearly have They clearly have a spell of some sort. It's rocking the white green. Red green, sorry. So we're gonna swing with Shambling Gas. See which one gets the lottery. Yes! Now I could have cast this later, also because we do have Hobbling Zombies an option, but we kind of also want to start punishing their hand ASAP. Yeah, cast that Brave, that's fine. Let's see if they do have a haste creature and we get punished for it. Liberator, not a haste. So, yep, buff on the expert, that's fine. Crusade you Pathlight. Hard. Ooh, someone is rocking the Alchemy. I think Pathlighter should be mostly, yeah, it's all lands. And they do the ginger. Okay, this is an interesting one. swing first, see how our opponent responds. There is a good chance they block this and they just and we just trade off. Which I'm perfectly fine with. Yeah, I will note that a lot of the Alchemy editions yeah, punish their hand as much as possible. Ooh, that's a nice hit. Zandu Mammoth. Oh, we hit the Baleful Mastery too. Okay, so... This might be a bit premature though, but I do want to get in with the Connoisseur. Also thinking if I should play the land or just leave it hanging. Oh, this is quite big now. Opponent. I'm expecting the opponent to probably just kill this one and maybe drop something. Let's see if they do have a follow-up. No follow-up. Tainted Adversary is a good follow-up though. Unfortunately, we're only getting 1 out of 2 cards. But which is a better hit? This one? It's 3-4. They've already used a Thundering Rebuke. Tamio safekeeping. Well, it makes sense. We'll also play out the Hobbling Zombie just to get a bit of board presence here. We probably are not going to sack the Blood Token. Mad Gun Brazen Outlaw. A little bit behind. But we are swinging with both anyway. Just to... Like, our opponent could... We are going to swing with both because we need to... Ooh, we definitely are swinging with both. Opponent might just not block it. But I bet they... Oh, they're not gonna... Let's see what their big follow-up is. Did they hit something nice and big? Probably they're hoping to hit a 6 mana drop. Nope, just a land. Yeah, they could play this at Tangled Floor even, so we'll see if they did not swing, which makes sense. And they concede there. You know what? Where were all these green-red decks that are a little bit slow on the when I started testing this out? My first 2 matches testing this 0-2. Ugh. The best I got was like a 2-2 on the third test. This time it's looking much better. Still definitely not making a profit out of this for now. There is a lot of issues here. You definitely want to have the first card down. So if it's a very big incentive to have 1-2, a huge glut of 1 and 2 drops. The reason we're having some extra 3 drops is pretty much our removal package, and a lot of value creatures at that. Because sometimes your opponent gets the hit, but they are not able to capitalize on it other than just the +1/+1. We'll see how well this goes. Okay. Opponent gets to go first. We do get to Blood Chiefs first. Blood Chiefs first, the first thing. Then we can choose between Hobbling Zombie or Hunt for Specimen. It's gonna take us a while to hit Gisa, but heck, Hobbling Zombie. At least if we don't hit any other creatures, it does guarantee that we have a 5/5 Gisa. may or may not be necessary here. Opponent leads on mono white chaplain, so okay, we're not needing that. Yeah, ward 1. On the bright side, it means that they might have a 2-drop that's better for us to hit. I tried mono white before. Okay, opponent not hitting it. I am concerned that they might have a 3-drop that wrecks us. Yeah, kind of unfortunate that this is how it. Well, they might. If they have a Valor stance, I actually would love to get it out of the way. Let's see what their 2-drop is. Hopeful Initiate. Not a 2-drop, so they definitely have more creatures. Guiding Voice. Okay, so they're popping off here. We do have. Oh, but they are missing mana, so. Oh, this is interesting. I don't want the cop, but I. Let's play the Hobbling Zombie first. Okay, they did not, but they might have removal. There is plenty of removal at 2 mana, so let's keep that in mind. I do feel that. I would be surprised if our opponent goes for Elite. Yeah, I felt that they would go for Environmental Sciences. Although they could still have March of Otherworldly Light, which is going to be super annoying. But we are... Oh, did they have it? Well, we're definitely blocking if that's what you asked. Okay, Zombie Token. They might March of Otherworldly Light the token, or just Moth Rider control. Oh, we did keep Nashi. Blockers. Oh, they blocked. That's fine. So we can go hunt for our own Environmental Sciences because we have quite a bit of removal. Another land. Let's see what their follow-up drop is. Adelaide was Splendid Qatar. That's actually a nice one to get back. Although... At least we 1-for-1 our opponent. Let's see if our opponent have. Okay, they're slowing down a bit. Do they have? They have the brutal Qatar, but it's actually quite perfect for us because we can. Okay, what? This is gonna be interesting because I can just do Baleful Mastery straight up. I can go Soul Servitude, make them sacrifice. Then I'm tempted to actually just discard Gisa just to get another copy of Brutal Qatar. Yeah, let's do that. I could also discard Nashi. Although Nashi returning the Brutal Qatar is going to be... Well, it's kind of questionable. Yeah, but I probably would discard Gisa. Go to combat. Draw a card, lose a life. Hey, but we're gonna hold on that because we definitely want to Baleful Mastery if need to. Well, we did get rid of their Brutal Qatar, and we now have a Brutal Qatar of our own. It's gonna be really bad if they do have the Skyclave Apparate. Well, it's gonna be expected actually. Elite Spellbinder. Have a card. And which card are we going to lose? We might lose Kami of Morning. We might lose Kami of Morning, although I would love to land this and target the Hobbling Zombie. Concealed Curtains to pick off their next card would be a really big steal as well. Okay, they're taking the Kami of Morning, which I can still technically cast. Okay, do they have the Fateful Absence? Let's see. Clarion Spirit, Moth Rider Cavalry. We should keep them. Yeah, a bit ooh, so it gets a +1/+1 change. Yeah, basically nothing. Although let's see, if you have no other creature cards in hand, so our opponent can do the 1/2 drop Clarion. Oh no, they had an Intrepid Adversary. They're going to, and okay, so they're doing the 4/2. Now I actually have multiple options here, but I probably want to ninjutsu. We get more value with Enrica than Revealing Eye. Yeah, we're gonna bring back Enrica. And let's see what we get. We hit Takenuma, we hit Paladin class. We already played the land, so we're just gonna play the Paladin class to mess up everything else. And we're gonna play the Brutal card. Yeah, we have no way of boosting. Actually, we have literally one. So let's see what our opponent's follow-up is. They definitely just empty their hand. Everhard, so they have a sack. So let's see. Interesting strats. Okay. So can't cast Enrica right away. They just sack the token if ever. We can go Kami of Morning. Target a creature in our graveyard, mainly Hobbling Zombie. I'm tempted to just swing with everyone, but probably just swing with Nashi and Revealing Eye. We're gonna give up Nashi here. Okay, that's expected. And we get the Hobbling Zombie back. Nice value. Let's see. Okay, so they definitely can just drop this on the cheap, and they can drop this one, so we have a 2/1 first strike as well. So Ward 1 is going to be annoying, but so let's see. Does our opponent swing with Eberhard? Because I am really fine with just blocking with Brutal Qatar. Let them have the Intrepid Adversary back. Okay, they're not gonna chance it. Now, I could sack the Hobbling Zombie, although we kind of lose the Death Touch part. We could also just draw a card, lose a life for now, and just do it again later. Yeah, we'll just do the draw card, lose a life for now. Shambling Guy, Gas, not so great. We could trade the revealing eye. Wait, that's bad. They have first strike, double strike. I forgot. Oops. Oops. Mistake. Next turn, we will just play the Shambling Ghast and just trigger the sack. Let's see if they do have an answer for Henrika. We got them down to the last two top decking, but it's still kind of scary against Mono White. A lot of... Though we did answer their Brutal Qatar, they could easily have something else. Let's see if our opponent has an out for this. But at least we wiped their entire board team. Yeah, this is the importance of having... This is... Yeah, so probably not playing Shambling Ghast, so we're gonna transform Enrika quite right away. Now, if our opponent does go with Cave Dragon... Yeah, we're gonna pass. Yeah, definitely passing. There's no need to risk it. Opponent is really top decking all those lands. They definitely have to have something big. If it's just Cold Spell, okay, Cold Spell Cleric's not that big. We're gonna see if we can hit 2 spells. Ooh, we can hit 2 spells. I could even swing with this one. Yeah, I can even swing with that one. So no matter which one our opponent blocks, he loses. Well, it's gonna just block the one. Okay. Kinda hands-free at this point. Also missed out on the trigger here. But hey, let's see if our opponent... Wait, our opponent... Okay, opponent did not have a catch-up mechanic there. I guess I would argue that for this particular event, if you're playing Mono White, Doomscar Farewell at the very least. I was actually considering Shadow's Verdict, but there were enough matchups that had 4 or 5 mana creatures that kind of said no to that. So I'm actually impressed that we're doing a lot better. That we've done a lot better than all my tests so far. So I'm actually happy with this. I hope I did not mess ourselves up quite a bit. But key features here, definitely want a learn package. Definitely want a few ninjas. Yeah, we cut the... So, yeah, I should edit this. I cut the Sanguine Brushstroke for the Nighthawk Scavenger. We'll edit that now. Sanguine Brushstroke is a lot better in a non-singleton format. Although you do get a lot of advantage over time, a lot of games can end quite explosively. How do you spell Nighthawk? Nighthawk Scavenger. There we go. Quick save right there. And we definitely have a keeper here. Turn 1 gas, turn 2 expert. Okay, in the field of roads of boots, so we'll swing first, see if our opponent okay, now let's see if we landed on, okay, it landed on the eye twitch. We'll end the turn for now. Let's see what our opponent has as a follow-up. Because we can still end of turn this one. In fact, we want them to play out some. Nice. And we can still learn for I'm torn between necrotic fumes and this and the environmental sciences. We could actually, we're gonna go environmental sciences. We actually have a with so many lands we're drawing, we have a possibility of getting stuff back. Okay, we did get the acquisitions expert guy, so at least we did steal. We kind of stole the show a bit there. If our opponent does drop Stormseeker, we will have to take the hit. If our opponents, yeah, they did have the Stormseeker. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, I don't think that, because this is just like what, 2-3. Yeah, we'll take the hit. It's a bit of a shame. No. Yeah, we'll let that resolve first. Okay, they gave up the snow-covered mountains, so they are the land heavy. We're swimming in possibilities now. Okay, so we have multiple drops as options. I definitely want to hold onto a 4/4, so yeah, we will pass. Although this does become a 5/4 trample. Let's see if they have the demon boot. If we want to avoid, we can just simply. But we have an eye twitch already, so actually it is an argument. It's an argument for actually swinging with gas and not the acquisitions expert, because we probably would have had the mana to. Ooh, we got rid of Inferno. That's good. Does our opponent have a removal spell for this? We definitely want to. We definitely want to awaken eye twitch back. Oh, they're spending all their burn. Okay, so we are taking the hit here. They could play the Goblin Javelineer. Wait, do they have this turn? This turn, so they kind of have to use this up, otherwise it goes to waste. Yeah, that makes sense. So we also like First Bound Witch. So we are swimming in choices at least. Probably should have swung with both in case our opponent decided to just block. Okay, they did not block. Let's see. Okay, we will just play the first round witch now. And you know what? They're down to 1 card. Ooh, Royal Eruption. That was a good hit. Let's force them into top deck city. Igneous Inspiration on me. Okay, so someone's trying to got to go fast. It's a shame we can't hit the city stock. It's gonna be a while before we hit city stock in Connoisseur. So 1, 2, 3. We don't have a 3 drop. We only have a 4 drop. I might just grab this. Bin the land. See if we hit anything. Dockside Chef is a good hit, actually. Definitely want to create the treasure token. We also want to play the dockside. Wait, we already cast a. Wait, we already cast a spell. Yeah, no, we cracked the clue token, blood token. We definitely want to cast a spell because this is about to get really big. The last thing we want to do is have it flip. So if our opponent has a big drop, they won't be able to cast Anatomy. My goal is if they cast Anatomy, then. Our goal is just to throw everything in front of the Stormseeker. Yeah, we're throwing it. We're throwing everything in the kitchen sink. Well, not the dockside chef. No, opponent is not. Okay, so well they played out the land. Let's see if we can hit anything off the first round, which is we kind of need help. Torment of Scarabs is actually. We could also sack another card, but no, we're gonna pass. Oh, Poet's Quill is gonna be so annoying. But we're gonna cast the Torment first. I guess we do cast the Poet's Quilt so we can learn into removal. We can afford to take one Necrotic Cube. No, we're still keeping Agadeem's Awakening. There's still lots of value to be had. So, opponent can most likely just takes 3. They don't have cards to discard. They don't have. And as they're playing red, they usually don't have answers to enchantments either. So we should have a second one here. I will note that as a matter of caution that the deck does have problems against mono white-black control. Even if they don't necessarily have to benefit from the emblem giving a creature +1/+1, although they do have enough creatures that it does. But just being able to swing a lot and being able to cast stuff at flash is very annoying. Opponent, I don't know if they know Dragon King Berserk. Well, they can't afford it. Do they just go for the swing? Yeah, they are gonna go for the swing. We probably lose Chef. It's kind of sad. So let's see. Eye Twitch Expert is kind of okay. We could just cast Tainted Adversary now, but our opponent does have the mana to So kind of unfortunate that we're doing it like this. Like it opens up our opponent to just swing with Den of the Bugbear, but I highly doubt it. Well, they could also swing with Faceless Haven. I also highly doubt it too. It does depend what this drop is. Yeah, getting creatures on board makes sense. Okay, we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So kind of short 1 mana to get back Connoisseur, but I think this is enough value. Let's see, 1, 2, no tree drop, so X equals 2. So definitely, I would say Ice Witch, Acquisitions Experts. Like that last card. Ooh. Let's double check this one. When an equipped creature dies, it perpetually gains. Return this card. Okay, so it's not coming back. And opponent's now forced to sacrifice creatures, so kinda. Commander faces Katazan, deals 1 damage to us. Swinging with Faceless Haven as a Desperado maneuver. Yeah, that is correct. Malkyr Rebirth. Hold on. Oh wait, kind of pointless if I'm going to ninjutsu it, so... Bring it back. Gets hit. We're not going to take action on our opponent with no cards. So we... And we have a choice between holding up Malak. Oh wait, our opponent's kind of dead already, actually. Just on the safety side. Yeah, no cards to discard, nothing. Oh, they can sacrifice Kumano faces Kakazan. They have no choice but to sacrifice that. Well, they could lose 3 life and save me the trouble. Torment, Cursebound Witch, messing up. And there we go. We finally got. I'm actually quite happy with this because it's actually my very first complete 4-0 run. Validated for once. Nice. So there we go. That's actually that's. Although I will note that we somehow managed to avoid all of the matchups that I hate, that I did not want to face up against. Let's claim that those are nice prizes. Ooh, nice Kaito Shizuki. Not the Bronson art, but I'll take it. Yeah, lots of blue-black. I'm expecting that. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. We're good. Pretty much we're about a month away before Streets of New Capenna fully hits. Actually less than a month if I say so myself. But until then we still have quite a bit to enjoy from Neon Dynasty. Until then, take care of yourselves, stay safe. Yeah, God bless. Have a great week, everyone.